up for Caroline!
Good to see you guys. I just moved here from Florida. I know what people think about Florida, what you see on the news. It's actually way worse. Right before I left, this 21-year-old rear-ended me on the interstate. And I get up, she starts coming up to me, shaking, just, I'm so sorry. I was texting. And I'm like, hey, it's fine. We have insurance. And then this thought occurred to me, and I was like, I think that Gen Z votes the way that they drive. Like, they're just not paying attention and hope it works out. So I look at her ID and I look at her and I'm like, Emma, are you registered to vote? Because you don't really seem like you're registered to vote. And so she's whimpering again, right? And I'm just like, look, is this your real address? Let me help you out. Plug it in my phone, hand it back to her. I'm like, all you have to do is put in your social security number and hit submit. More panic. So I'm like, look, we have time. You just call your parents. I'll wait. We're not going anywhere. So what happens now is anytime I see a Gen Z or a 20-something tailgating me, right? I'm like, just doing my part to get out the vote. I'm dating a woman. We know that. I'm dating a woman who has kids. And that's delicate, right? So you gotta say, you know, am I ready for something like that? What would it look like, right? And her kids would have 2 moms and a dad, which sounds a lot like 2 truths and a lie. I mean, I'm not, but mom's dating a woman now, so if there was a lie, it's gotta be dad, right? I'm not the only one thinking that. I haven't always been someone who was ready for a blended family or responsible enough to take that on. In my 20s, and these two in the front row know this deeply, in my 20s, I think I was beat tagged by curious, questioning women. It was like, oh yeah, Caroline will do it. And I would. Yeah, they'd flirt with me, they'd make out with me, it would go on for months. And finally I'd be like, shit or get off my face. I've had enough, you know? And then they drop the line. Caroline, if I were gay, I would totally date you. Can I come over? So I go for it, right? Because what I hear is, I'm in love with you. I think we should talk about who's gonna carry the first kid, you know? Or adopt, I'm open to either. And I just want it to be our decision. So I go for it. I'm a little delusional, and you know, it doesn't really work out that way. I wind up waking up like sad, lonely, confused, and I have to take a hard look at what I was doing. And it turns out this is a really great service I was providing to these women. So I thought about starting a nonprofit. Wait, it gets better. Call it Lesbians Without Boundaries. And what I would do, you don't even want to know, do you? What I would do is I would go to developing countries.
Oh my God.
And I would hook up with underage. I would hook up with underprivileged women. Who can't afford the shame of hooking up with lesbians in their village? So we have like a undercover, under the covers kind of thing. And, you know, after a while, I thought, like, maybe if we got big enough, I could partner with hospice and help the older. I'm sorry. They really think about it though. So I partnered with hospice, and help the more mature women clean up their bucket list. Or at least that part. And after a while, I really thought that like all the sadness and loneliness and like that empty feeling would go away because I would know that I'm making a difference for people. It's not exactly how it happened, but I learned one thing. I learned most women or most people are somewhere on the scale, or the, gay, straight, doesn't really matter. All I know now is it's not my fucking problem anymore.